Ivanka Trump celebrates Christmas away from Dad Donald. As family rift rumors continue, the former White House advisor, Ivanka Trump, has been spending time away from politics with her husband Jared Kushner. As family rift rumors with Donald continue, Ivanka Trump says she accepted election wasn't rigged in June. Ivanka Trump looks to be spending time with her family over Christmas, amid rumors of a growing rift with Dad Donald. The former White House advisor, 41, has been spending time away from politics with her husband Jared Kushner, also a key member of Donald's White House team. The couple share 3 children, and recent photos on her Instagram show the family enjoying themselves in Paris and trip to Egypt, away from Dad Donald, who finds himself in a deepening personal and political crisis. Family time also included them attending the wedding of Ivanka's half-sister Tiffany Trump. She did not share pictures of her and her father, choosing instead to show her family in photographs lauding Tiffany. Life is particularly tricky for Donald at the moment after the House January 6 committee's final report concluded he engaged in a multi-part conspiracy to overturn the lawful results of the 2020 presidential election. The serpent serial killer Charles Sawbridge freed from prison after murdering up to 24. Rumors of a rift between the pair continue. Rumors of a rift between the pair continue. Image. Getty Images. They recommended 4 criminal charges to the Justice Department (DOJ) earlier this week. The 814-page report centered around the event leading up to and on January 6, when rioters invaded the Capitol building and a number of people died. The central cause of January 6 was one man, former President Donald Trump, who many others followed, the report said. None of the events of January 6 would have happened without him. Ivanka is mentioned 36 times in the report, including one moment when she reportedly rushed down to the Oval Office dining room to encourage her father to call off the rioters. Donald tweeted "Stay peaceful" shortly after, and advisor Kayleigh McEnany is reported to have privately said that it wasn't until Ivanka suggested that particular phrase that the president agreed to send it. After the conversation, her chief of staff Julie Radford testified her boss was visibly upset. Former aide Cassidy Hutchinson testified, "I remember her saying at various points that she wanted her dad to send them home. She wanted her dad to tell them to go home peacefully, and she wanted to include language that he necessarily wasn't on board with at the time." Despite her once close position to her father in business and politics, Ivanka does not appear to back his unfounded lie that he won the election. When then Attorney General William Barr said the election was not stolen, Ivanka conceded this impacted her own views. "It affected my perspective. I respect Attorney General Barr, so I accepted what he said," she said to the committee. According to Ivanka's own testimony, she told her father, "I recall walking in and saying, 'You have to put out a strong statement condemning violence and asking for peace to be restored.'" Ivanka and Jared, according to sources reported by the New York Post, have resisted calls to rejoin Team Donald as he looks to become president for a second time. They said, Trump thought he could convince Ivanka this weekend to come back and campaign for him, as she was the most requested speaker after the president himself last time around, but so far she's resisting his entreaties and holding firm, as is Jared. They both feel they got burned in Washington and don't want to go back and expose themselves and their children to another bitter campaign. Further rift rumors center around Donald Jr. and his partner Kimberly Guilfoyle, and their stance has created extra behind-the-scenes tension, the source said. At Tiffany's wedding, more rift speculation appeared when Ivanka appeared to crop Donald Trump Jr.'s fiancée Kimberly Guilfoyle from the pictures she shared. Ivanka was not present when Trump announced his run for the presidency for 2024 at his Mar-a-Lago home in Florida. It was a significant moment for her father, who has continually spouted lies that he actually won the 2020 presidential election. Once a trusted advisor, it appears Ivanka has turned her back on working with her dad once again, and she released a statement at the time, saying she would not attend the announcement, explaining she wanted to prioritize my young children. Their working relationship was once close, and Ivanka was an executive vice president of the Trump Organization before serving as director of the Office of Economic Initiatives and Entrepreneurship in her father's White House. "I love my father very much," she said at the time. "This time around I am choosing to prioritize my young children and the private life we are creating as a family. I do not plan to be involved in politics." Ivanka, the daughter of Donald and his late ex-wife Ivana, added, "While I will always love and support my father, going forward I will do so outside the political arena. I am grateful to have had the honor of serving the American people, and I will always be proud of many of our administration's accomplishments."